Breaking news has just shaken the entertainment world. Again. Sean Diddy Combs is back in headlines, but this time, it's not about the charges, it's about baby oil. Yes, you heard that right. A juror in his criminal trial just claimed that prosecutors used baby oil footage and bottles to paint Diddy as a criminal freak. That bizarre tactic has everyone talking, from legal experts to fans drenched in oil outside the courthouse. This story is strange, sensational, and absolutely wild. Let's break it down. According to TMZ, an alternate juror named George, who refused to share his full name, revealed that prosecutors brought in evidence involving baby oil to create a psychological effect on the jury. They showcased dozens of bottles, presented video footage of Diddy's supposed freaky behavior, and tried to use this to paint him as dangerous and perverse. George says the prosecutors were deliberately leaning into shock tactics, hoping it would convince the jury of Diddy's guilt, even if the evidence wasn't criminal in nature. But here's where it gets even more interesting. George says the strategy backfired. Instead of convincing the jury, it actually made them question the prosecution's motives. He stated that while the baby oil videos were graphic and strange, they didn't prove anything illegal. According to him, the jury wasn't swayed by theatrics. They wanted hard evidence. And in this case, the oil seemed like a distraction more than anything else. Meanwhile, Diddy's fans outside the courthouse took a very different approach. Instead of being disgusted, they turned baby oil into a symbol of celebration. Videos surfaced of fans pouring it on themselves, dancing, even flashing cameras in oily chaos. It was wild, something between a protest, a party, and a bizarre tribute to their idol. For them, the baby oil wasn't evidence of guilt. It was proof the system was reaching. Let's talk about where the case stands now. Diddy was acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering, which were the most serious charges. However, he was found guilty on 2 lesser counts under the Mann Act for transporting individuals for illegal sexual purposes. The sentencing has been set for October 3rd, and until then, the story is far from over. George, the alternate juror, also gave insight into the jury's mindset. He took nearly 350 pages of notes during the trial and emphasized that much of the footage shown, while graphic, clearly showed consensual acts. He believed the prosecution's angle of criminal freak fell flat because the behavior, however strange, didn't meet the legal definition of a crime. He also clarified that Diddy's fame had no impact on their decision, which he said was based purely on facts. Still, many are questioning why prosecutors leaned so hard on the baby oil narrative. At one point during the investigation, law enforcement reportedly seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil from Diddy's properties. That led to a moment of levity in the courtroom when Diddy's own lawyer joked he must have bought them all at Costco. But the humor didn't stop the court of public opinion from turning the baby oil into a meme and symbol. Legal experts are divided. Some say the baby oil angle distracted from serious charges, while others argue it was necessary to paint a full picture of Diddy's alleged behavior. On social media, fans are making their own judgments, and many have rallied behind Diddy, accusing the court of character assassination rather than justice. The whole spectacle has echoes of earlier high-profile trials, where public image and court theatrics blurred the line between fact and fiction. Despite being cleared of the major charges, Diddy's bail was denied. The judge ruled that he remains a flight risk and cited violent tendencies as justification. That means Diddy will spend this 4th of July behind bars, awaiting his sentencing in October. The federal judge overseeing the case made it clear, while Diddy beat some charges, he's not walking free. At least, not yet. So now, the big question, did the baby oil evidence help or hurt the case? George the juror says it didn't move the needle. It may have added to the courtroom drama, but in the end, jurors were focused on facts. not fantasy. Still, the prosecution might argue that the visuals supported their claims and may reference them again at sentencing to push for a longer prison term. So what's next for Diddy? He's been convicted, he's sitting in jail, and sentencing is coming fast. Fans are rallying, critics are watching, and the world is waiting to see how much time, if any, he'll serve. And as for that baby oil, it may go down as one of the weirdest legal strategies ever used in a high-profile celebrity case. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll keep you updated on Diddy's sentencing, fan reactions, and every wild twist in this ongoing saga. Stay tuned, because this case is just heating up.